And we have with us Congressman Michael Burgess, who joins us now to talk a little bit more about the president's budget, which I hold in my hand, Congressman. I was just leafing through it. And what the Congresswoman talks about with regard to investment is what a lot of Republicans would just call spending, including this line from the budget. The budget features an immediate upfront investment of $50 billion to generate jobs. Now, is it the right time to be talking about spending more and growing the government to create jobs when even the president says the government can't create jobs?
Well, first off, David, thanks for letting me on. It's always great to be with you. No, that type of spending right now, in my opinion at least, is exactly the wrong direction to go. Look, if that stuff was going to work, it would have worked 2 years ago when the stimulus bill passed. It is not going to work, and the way we affect job creation in this country is, after all, at the level of small business and the private sector. They're still scared to death about what's going to happen in health care. Financial reg bill scares them to death. The tax policy is still somewhat in flux. So until we provide them a firmer footing on which to literally catch their breath, they're not likely to emerge and start creating those jobs that we all know we're going to have.
And Congressman, here's the big, clean, easy posed question, tough answer. Will Republicans cut entitlements, the biggies?
Well, you know, bear in mind you're talking to just one Republican, and from my perspective the answer has to be yes. Now, I heard you were talking about the President's Deficit Commission earlier. I was not a big fan of the commission as it was impaneled. I thought there were some problems with the way it was structured. I was disappointed when they came out with their results because they didn't talk one bit about what we were going to do with the funding of this new health care law. Here we've got a new health care law that for every $2 in benefits, only $1 of that is paid for with either taxes, new taxes, or spending cuts. That is an enormous problem that has just been created within the last year, and the Deficit Commission, for some reason, thought it was off limits. We have to go after those promises that we've made that we're not going to be able to keep. Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, and now Obamacare.
So, Congressman, should we raise the retirement age?
Well, I think a lot of those, in fact, the retirement age, if I recall correctly, was raised by Senators Dole and Moynihan courageously back in 1982 or 1984 to be kicking in about now. So clearly that was a lot of institutional courage on display there. All of these things have to be discussed. Look, when I started in my working life in the late 1960s, early 1970s, I never expected Social Security to be there for me when I retired. You talk to young people today, they have not a hope in the world, not a prayer, that Social Security will still exist when they come around to retirement.
Representative Sanchez, we'll let you quickly get in finally. Do you think that the raise of the age is a really important thing, and when do we start making that happen? We've got about 10-15 seconds.
Well, we need a commission. We need to really sit down, and we need a up and down vote within the Congress about what we will do about Social Security. Clearly, people are living longer, and that's one of the reasons why we've run into this problem. We have to address all issues with respect to Social Security. You can't just address one side of it.
Representatives Loretta Sanchez and Michael Burgess, wonderful to see you both. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Great, David.